Good morning. Are there any constituency statements from honourable members? I call the honourable member.
Good morning, Deputy Speaker. I rise today to provide an update on the enormous contribution that is made to my electorate and to our country by the Indian community. In Australia, there's a rapidly growing Indian community, and this is true in my electorate of Holt. According to the 2011 census, approximately 295,000 people living in Australia were born in India, and about 390,000 people of Indian ancestry. In 2011, those migrating from India were the largest source of permanent migration to Australia, forming 15.7% of the total migration program in 2011-2012, whilst according to the 2011 census, there were 11,116 people of Indian ancestry residing in my federal electorate of Holt. We see the contribution that the Indian community makes in so many forms, be it in the fields of science, medicine, law, you name it. These people that have come to our country have made an enormous contribution to our country in so many different ways. And you see the richness and the vibrancy of their culture in festivals like the Holi festival at the Carrum Downs Temple, or the Diwali festival, which is the Festival of Lights, which will be held in October this year. And I celebrate those events with the community at the Sri Shiva Vishnu Temple in Carrum Downs. I think, Deputy Speaker, that if we're looking at a particular grouping that has made a very, very successful transition from their country to Australia, you'd put the Indian community right up top in terms of the contribution they've made. Well, the other thing I'd like to point out, not just in the fields of science and medicine, is in the area of small business. And there's a number of people that I wanted to mention that have made a contribution in my area. There's Harry Singh from Hampton Park, who's the owner of the Indian Bazaar International. Now, this company opened 15 years ago in Dandenong as one of the biggest grocery stores in Melbourne. Sudesh Singh, who is the owner of a number of Indian clothing stores in Dandenong in an area called Little India, which includes the Little India Fashions, which specialises in selling saris and other items. There's Maghav Singh Yadev from Lynbrook, which is who established one of the biggest sweet stores in Melbourne. There's Harjip Singh from Narre Warren, who opened Jason Motors in Hallam last year. They're just some of the people. Each of their stories, coming from different places, have now become the Australian story. And each of those small business people that I've mentioned have taken the risk of establishing a small business, and they're showing the courage, energy and initiative that's required to continue to create employment and employment opportunities in this country. Deputy Speaker, as I said, I have the great privilege of interacting quite frequently with the community. I congratulate them on the wonderful contribution that they're making to our country.